Hello, my name is Rick.
Ciao, my name is Millie.
And this is episode 35 of season 2 of Yonks Ago.
That's a speedy one.
No, mate, we've got no time to waste. This is Yonks Ago, coming into your ears. Now what are yonks? They're kinda like years. Just a father and a daughter who want to know all about some people from Yonks Ago. Interesting people who did interesting stuff, but about whom we don't know enough. So we're gonna dig deep and find it all out. Yonky doodlers know what we're all about. Yonks Ago, hey, ho, hey, Yonks Ago, hey, ho, hey, surely. Episode 35, here we come.
Whoa! Do you know who's number 35?
Who?
Caleb Daniel.
Caleb Daniel for the Western Bulldogs.
Yeah.
In the AFL, which sadly they got one round of football played. Before they shut that down.
Also, is it Paddy Dangerfield?
Yes,
Yeah,
Patrick
there you go.
Dangerfield for the Geelong Cats.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Any Yonky Doodlers from around the world who may not be AFL proficient, you're just getting a crash course in not prolific, in prominent number 35s from around the league. So lock that in, although it's irrelevant now, as is most things.
Yep. Except staying inside, am I right?
Stay inside. This podcast, Yonks Ago, could not be better placed to deal with this whole quarantine situation. The two main sort of components of the podcast, which is you, Millie, and me, Rick, stuck together
in the same house.
Nothing to do.
What?
But learn TikTok dances and bloody make Yonks Ago.
How? What are the chances? I would not have guessed.
So many podcasts around the world are struggling to find a way.
Oh.
We just keep wandering out to the kitchen.
Just in the kitchen, mate.
And again, hey, it's Tuesday afternoon.
Well, you know already.
You can bring the world to its knees, but it's not going to change us getting together
No.
on a Tuesday afternoon.
Exactly.
Tuesday. Even though time has no meaning.
Exactly.
Here in the quarantine zone. But we just still regular as clockwork. As crockpots. Regular as crockpots. That's what we are.
That's the title of the episode. Regular as crockpots. I love it.
I will have forgotten by the time I upload this.
No, I'll remind you, don't you sweat.
You better remember.
Don't you sweat it? Is that a thing?
You know what sweats? Meat in a crockpot. That's the whole thing it does. It sits in there and just slowly stews.
Nice.
Sweating out its own juices.
Tell you who also sweats?
Caleb Daniel.
Yeah. Nancy Wake when she's coming down the parachute. Probably not though. Nancy Wake doesn't sweat.
She wasn't sweating from nerves. She was sweating from the spam nausea.
Yeah, no, and the hangover, the double hangover.
Yeah, she was really struggling to keep that spam sandwich down. Would that all happen in episode 34? Yeah, you remember. Quick recap.
Yeah. Go.
Nancy Wake, who worked so hard to get out of France, got to England and went, hey, there's no Henri here. No. I'm not into it. I'm going back to France as a super spy.
I mean, she would. If anyone would, she would.
She spent a little while super training to become a super spy.
I mean, like we all do, don't we?
She's a lethal weapon now. And then she got, they said, you're going back to France. She said, not before I have a couple of hectic nights out on the town. And they said, we trust you, Nancy. You'll be right. And then she turned up, sucked down a spam sandwich and some coffee.
You already know.
Jumped in an airplane, went, I feel real sick. But Nancy Wake don't do a little vom on the plane.
No.
It's not her way.
No.
She jumped out of a plane.
Well, pushed.
Got a little push.
Yeah. Step 1.
Yeah. and then she landed back in France.
Step 4.
That's right. Step 4, land in France. But the plan was...
Land in a tree.
The plan was that she was going to meet Maurice.
Who is Maurice?
But Maurice didn't show up.
We don't know that man.
You know who did?
Do you know that man?
No, I don't.
I don't remember his name. What's the guy?
It was Henri the Second.
Henri the Second, for sure. I forgot.
So as her and her good mate Trev.
Oh, yeah. Trev.
Yeah.
He was a bit nervous, though, wasn't he? He was acting a bit strange.
I don't think Trev was made to be a super spy.
No, but he was just made to be a cool dude.
Yeah. But he likes hanging around with Nancy.
Oh, so, who wouldn't?
So Nancy and old mate Trev have dropped in with specific orders to meet up with Maurice because Maurice is going to take them to see Gaston, who is the main head. He is the head of the main Kelly gang in the area.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is just a bunch of underfunded French rebels waiting to get some sweet British assistance.
And Nancy Wake is here to help.
So they've arrived, but they do need the help of Den. Den Rake.
Coming in on the ship.
Yeah, but he doesn't do parachutes.
No.
So he's going to meet them in France later.
Yeah.
And so they're there. But guess what?
What?
Maurice didn't show up. Henri II did.
Yeah.
He doesn't know who the heck Maurice is.
Who's Maurice doesn't exist.
We've only got, I don't know, someone else's say so that there is
Wasn't
even
it
a Maurice.
Buckmeister?
The Buckmaster.
The Buckmeister himself.
And so Nancy has been taken by Henri II, Nancy and Trev to go hang out in town.
Didn't they go into the house and then they had to share a bed?
They did. There was a bit of rom-com action.
But Henri for life, man.
Yeah. And so they're in town waiting for Maurice, and Nancy is...
famous. She's famous.
Yeah, everyone knows that she's a super spy.
Yeah, which is...
And so Trev's nervous, but they're still waiting, but still no sign of Maurice. But then the following morning, after Nancy's been promenading around the town, let's get to it. The following morning, one of Maurice's men did show up.
Wait, Maurice?
Yeah.
Is that the dog from Rio's name?
I haven't seen Rio.
The Bluebirds. We watched it all the time as kids.
Yeah, I know you did. And guess what? I used that opportunity to get other stuff done.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the dog's name is Maurice. There you go. I was trying to think. I was like, who is Maurice?
Lock it in.
Yeah.
So they're waiting for Maurice the dog.
Yeah.
And one of his men shows up. Hector.
Oh, heck.
Heckers.
Heck.
So Heckers shows up.
Hector from Mortified. Sorry,
mate,
I'm just making...
It's all tied in.
References.
So Hector walks into Nancy's bedroom unannounced.
Oh.
Just as she's soaking her feet in a large basin of hot water.
Dog act.
Man, that's just a little bit of Nancy Wake's beauty regime. Soak them feet. So if anyone out there is in, lockdown mode, as we most of us are,
and you're bored.
Why not soak them feet?
Nancy Wake did it. Why not you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you better than Nancy Wake?
Do you think?
Is that what you're trying to tell us?
No, I don't think so.
Soak the damn feet. We're all busy washing our hands 10 times a day, but we're not soaking them feet.
They're walking all over the carpet, the ground. Ew.
Man, our feet are virus times.
Exactly.
Soak them feet.
Soak your feet. Stay
That's
safe and soak your feet.
Nancy Wake knows what's what. Guess who never had coronavirus?
Nancy Wake.
You got it.
Woo! Oh, sorry about that.
That's because of all that feet soaking.
Exactly.
So she's in there trying to fight off the virus, and in comes Heckers. And she's like, lucky I didn't shoot you in the head.
Yeah.
She had a gun by her side.
Yeah.
She's not mucking about.
Yeah.
Because as we know, when she parachuted in, she had a pistol in each pocket.
Yeah. Pew, pew.
Double pistols. And when she soaks them
Ned
feet...
Kelly, he did that famously.
Always double pistols with Ned Kelly.
Pew, pew, pew.
Didn't work out so well for Ned Kelly. Spoiler alert if you haven't listened to season 1.
Go back.
But spoilers, it's not the best.
No.
2 pistols isn't always the answer.
No.
It's not always the recipe for success.
Exactly.
Soaking them feet is...
It is. Stay safe.
Yeah. So Heckers walks in.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, am I going to shoot you?" Nah, not this time. He explains who he is. Maurice sent me.
Maurice? Who's that?
Yeah. And he's like, Maurice is having a bit of trouble with the Gestapo.
Okay.
That's what the delay's been about.
Yeah.
That's why he wasn't there to meet you.
I mean, he's a dog. I mean, it's a bit strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Gestapo just were outside his house and they said, "Sit." And Maurice is like, now I've got to sit.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Lie down." I'm getting nowhere. So Maurice is just waiting until they stop making him do tricks.
Yeah.
And so then Hector's like, "Just hold steady. I'm just here to tell you, hold steady. Everything's cool.
Yeah.
We're going to get you to see Gaston.
Yeah.
Someone's going to come get you in the next couple of days."
Cool.
And then Hector's out of there.
Nancy Wake, that's lots of time to party.
Yeah, she's like, "I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get lit." She soaks her, then she gets back to soaking her feet.
Yeah.
Never compromise feet safety.
Don't do it.
But then a couple of days go by, no one shows up.
Ooh, more time to party.
3 days go by, she's out of Spam. She's got no more Spam sandwiches.
What? Dog act.
And they're like, "Oh, this is no good." And then they hear that Hector and Maurice
are dead.
Have both been arrested by the Gestapo.
Oh.
They're like, "How are we going to get to Gaston?"
That's so dog.
So a week after landing...
That's so dog.
It's a dog, Maurice the dog.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
A week after landing in France, they're no closer to making contact with Gaston.
No.
So that is, so what are we going to do?
Yeah.
We've lost all our avenues towards the great man.
Bit sad.
No one fights like Gaston.
No, and it's like the opposite to Belle. She couldn't get away from Gaston.
No.
It was like Gaston left, right, and centre.
Whatever you need from Gaston, you get the opposite.
Yeah.
You want to get away from him? Can't.
Yeah.
You need him? Nowhere to be seen.
Where is he? Gaston.
Yes.
You know what he's doing?
What?
He's eating all his egg yolks
Yeah.
that no one can do like Gaston.
No one does that like Gaston. And so they're like, Trevor and Nancy are like, what are we going to do? And like, we should tell Jean, who's that house they're staying in.
Jean.
Let's tell Jean who we're looking for. This guy, again, this goes against all spy training.
Definitely.
Don't tell people nothing about nothing unless you have to. But they also learnt, think on your feet. Think outside the box.
Yeah.
Find creative solutions to your problems.
And I reckon Jean is a good guy.
Mate, he hasn't done them in so far.
No.
And so they let Jean, they're like, Jean, guess what?
What?
Guess what rhymes with Jean? Gaston. That's who we're looking for.
He's like,
He's like,
je suis.
He's like, I don't know who Gaston is.
Okay, yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I do know someone lower down the pecking order.
Okay.
Because Gaston is up the pecking
Bro,
order.
he's like top.
If he's not top, he's one of the tops.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure.
No, he's definitely top.
Okay.
It's Gaston, no one does it like Gaston.
No one is at the top like Gaston.
Exactly.
He's like, I don't know Gaston. I'm not that.
No.
No one trusts me with that sort of information. But I do know this other guy.
What's his name?
And he probably knows how to get to Gaston.
Yep.
His name was Laurent.
Oh,
Laurent. So Jean doesn't know Gaston, but he knows Laurent.
That's it going in the wrap-up episode. You already know. Sweet.
This wrap up writes itself.
I know. It's like they wanted to be wrapped up.
And so he's like, I can get you to see Laurent. And so they travel. Takes them about a day in his car.
Oh.
He's got a funny old...
John.
Jean's got this funny old car. It's fueled by charcoal. Not charcoal. Coal. No, is it? Wait. Let me just double check. Wait. Yeah, no, charcoal.
Okay.
It's fueled by charcoal.
I've never heard of that.
Mate, where are them charcoal cars?
That'd be so cool.
I've got so many bits of charcoal, like
Yeah.
from pencils and like art supplies.
Chuck it in. Just YOLO.
Mate, if I could get away from petrol stations and just start throwing
Yeah.
charcoal in my car.
Do it. YOLO.
How good's my life?
Not good as.
So if anyone out there is bored during quarantine times,
Yeah.
start inventing.
Quarantining. Funny.
So they're in his charcoal mobile.
Yeah.
And they're driving. It takes till nightfall.
Oh.
And they finally arrive at Laurent's camp.
Laurent.
It's their first, since they arrived in the parachute, they met Henri II's little gang.
Yeah.
But that was hectic times. They didn't really take it all in. They were rushed off to town.
Yeah.
So now she's got, and Laurent, this is much more of a Cali gang situation.
Yeah.
Bigger, braver. They've been out there a while, and this is her first taste of camp life.
Yeah.
And her first impression of them is that they are very haggard. These people have been doing it rough.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
They're
Nancy
all-
wakes you to fix that.
Yeah.
If she meets Gaston.
Yeah. Well, mate. These are so haggard. She sees them as being unwashed, underfed, bedraggled, and slightly hunted.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. So they've got that bit of scared look in their eyes. Classic Cali gang.
That is classic Cali gang.
This is the Cali gang when in that period where you know what I'm talking about, where your man Superintendent Francis Hare had them caught in the
But everyone loves them. Everyone loves the Kelly gang.
Yeah, and I think everyone loves these Cali gangs as well.
So,
but they're struggling.
Yeah.
But they're waiting to find a way out of this predicament.
It's Nancy Wake. She's the way out.
Well, they're hoping she is.
Yeah.
That they'll be able to get some sweet British guns and funds.
Yeah.
into the Cali gang situation.
Yeah, man.
So they meet up with Laurent. And he apparently is like a classic compact Frenchman in his middle age.
Yeah, he's chilling.
And he's super sweet. He's a nice dude.
Oh, do you reckon Harry Power a little bit? Harry Power vibes?
Less amazing than Harry Power.
Oh, well, no one can be like Harry Power except maybe Gaston, because no one can do it like Gaston.
But this guy's just like, I don't know, he's like your nice manager at work.
Yeah.
You know?
Just a good bloke.
Yeah, but he's not the boss, but sometimes he's the manager of your shifts.
Yeah,
He's a cool dude. He'll give you time off if you need it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
You know, he's like Laurent.
Yeah.
If you've got trouble, go see Laurent.
Laurent.
So we like Laurent. And he's like, oh, you're looking for Gaston? I can get you there.
Yeah, you can.
You're like, here, have some food, have some drink, relax. It'll be a couple of days, and then it's Gaston time.
Yes.
Hey, so why don't you relax? What's her name? Madame Andre. That's her code name.
Yeah.
She's like, they don't even know my bloody name. It's Nancy Bloody Wake.
Madame Andre, why don't you relax, sit by the fire, have some soup?
What's Trev's name? What was it?
Hubert.
Hubie.
Hubie. And so Trev's there. He's like, oh, this is excellent soup. Thanks, Laurent. Oh, it tastes amazing. Is that chicken? He's like, yes, this is a chicken. It's the last one on the farm. From down the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real good.
Trev loves hills.
Oh, loves a hill.
Loves a hill. Making friends on the hill.
So Laurent's camp's definitely top of a hill.
Yeah.
Trev's in his element. Nancy's sucking back some soup. And they're like, mate, 3 days here's going to be the best.
Yeah.
And then they're off. 3 days later, they're off. And they make it to Gaston's camp.
Gaston himself.
Yeah. And so they get hurried into Gaston's tent.
Yeah.
And Nancy breaks it down for him. She's like, hey, I'm Madame Andre.
Yeah.
Code name's not real. My real name's Nancy Wake. Don't tell no one. She didn't say that. She just thought it.
And this is Hubie.
This is Hubie. We know him as Trev. Don't tell no one. She's like, I've got a hotline to Britain. Well, I will have a hotline when Den arrives. He's not here yet. He comes by boat, but he's coming.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Don't you worry.
And when he comes, I'm going to radio back to Britain and we're going to tell him what we need. What do you need? Do you need guns? You need funds? Bang. I tell Britain, they drop it in boxes.
Bang.
We go out to the field, we pick it up, and bada bing, bada boom, you've got everything you need. What do you say, Gaston?
Gaston's like, hell yeah.
Gaston's like, no. Gaston's like, look, I'm sure you mean well. I'm sure this is a great plan, but I've got everything I need. My Kelly gang is the biggest in the area. No one fights like Gaston. So thank you, but no thank you.
Gaston, he's too high up. He's too good.
And he's like, feel free to stick around. We've got soup, but you can't have any. It's for my men. You can sit and watch us eat soup if you like. I don't care. But, stick around for a while and then get out of here.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, that did not go as we hoped. And then Nancy finds out later, right, the reason that he wasn't into the plan was because he firmly believed that the Free France, de Gaulle's Free France, were going to give him some sweet guns and funds from North Africa.
Okay.
And he felt like it'd be a bit of like betrayal to get it from Britain. So again, that crazy politics, the intermingling politics gets in the way of people working together. No one knows who they want to trust.
Yeah.
But Nancy, Nancy's not enjoying this. And so she's like, Trev, we got to talk what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And they head off to have a little chat. And then while they're having a little chat, Gaston's gang has a little chat.
Oh, it's like Survivor.
Yeah. But it's like Survivor.
Yeah.
Luckily, Nancy and Trev's chat is just out. They've got an open window and they can hear the other chat going on.
Oh, nice.
And they hear what Gaston's men's plan is. One of them's like, I've got a great plan.
Yeah.
I know that these super spies, when they arrive in France, they come with money. They come with papers. What about I try to seduce Madame Andre?
Oh, no.
And I steal her money.
No.
And then I kill her. And everyone's like, well, this is a very good plan.
No.
It will not work unless you... Seducing her is the main part because we're very French.
Yeah.
All plans start with seduction. I don't care what it is. That is the best part of your plan.
Yes.
If you only accomplish that, it's a great plan.
Fine.
It's an amazing plan. But if you steal some money, amazing.
Even better.
Oh, man, then we have some money. Wait. If you kill her, I mean, that's extreme.
Yeah.
But if you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Hey.
If you steal her money, I mean, she's got to die.
Yeah. Otherwise, she might come to get you.
Exactly.
You got to strike before they strike you.
Yeah.
This is a great 3-point plan.
Yeah.
Seduce the woman. Very French plan.
Yeah.
Steal their money. Amazing. Kill the woman. We don't agree with it entirely, but you got to do what you got to do. So all in favor say aye, and everyone goes aye, and they're like,
where?
Where? No. Are you sure? No, I've changed my mind. Where? And they're all agreed, and Nancy's like,
Oh, no.
No.
Silly boys.
And so then they're around the campfire that night watching them eat soup. They don't have any, as stated. And then one of the blokes comes up to Nancy. He's like, "You are looking very fine tonight. Would you like to go for a walk with me?"
Turn down. Or she could flip it.
And she's like, je supposais que tu veux coucher avec moi?
Yeah.
Which sounds like you think that you want to sleep with me or something like that.
Yeah.
She's like, comes out with it. Oh, you and me, eh? And he's like, I would be honored if I was to coucher avec moi with you. And she's like, yeah, that sounds fun. And I guess then you want to, what, steal my money and kill me?
Ooh.
And he's like, no, that's crazy talk. Why would I do that? It's not like I've got some sort of 3-point plan that involves firstly seducing you and then stealing your money and then killing you. That is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Très ridiculousement. And she's like, it's not happening, bro. I know. I you rumbled.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, hey, I tried. Oh, hey, everyone, 3-point plan is off. I didn't even get the first part, the best part.
They're like, what? Dog.
And they're all like, all right, don't mess with Nancy. She's clearly like, she knows stuff. She's on to us.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, we've got another plan. I tell you what, you guys, Nancy, you sit here. We're going to go down to town. We need supplies from the grocery store. It's German occupied, so we're going to have to go in and steal some stuff.
Ooh.
And Nancy's like, guess what? I love stealing stuff.
She does.
I'm coming. And they're like, what? And she's like, no questions asked. You just tried to implement a 3-point plan that involved me getting seduced, stolen my money, and killed. And you owe me one.
Yeah, definitely.
I get to come on the grocery rob.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, Nancy, you can come with us.
And Trev, sure.
Yeah. Now Trev's like, nah.
He's too nervous.
Yeah, Trev's like, oh, maybe I'll stay here and watch you eat some more soup. They're like, would you like some soup? And they're like, no, I'm happy watching. Oh, happy watching. I'm actually still full from the soup 3 days ago. Had chicken in it. So Nancy heads to town with the gang.
Yeah.
And they break into the store. And so they smash the window.
Oh, yeah?
And they just like scram in there and just start grabbing stuff.
Yeah, well.
And she's like, a funny thing happened.
Yeah.
Somewhere around the time that the glass was breaking, and she is tearing through the store, filling her arms with everything that she could carry, just grabbing stuff. And then they run back to the truck. They jump in the truck. The truck speeds off. In the middle of all that, with the rubber burning and the alarms ringing behind them, she's thinking that she's got a sudden surge of optimism, confidence, and pleasure for the first time since parachuting into France. She's like, I bloody love that. That's the most fun I've had in Yonks. It's like, how good's robbing stuff? She's like, man. She's looking around like all the other, like, how good was that?
Yeah,
and they're like, that was amazing.
And then Kelly's like, man, I've been trying to tell you for ages. It's the best.
So she's living that Kelly gang life.
Yeah.
She's like, man, anytime we got to rob some stuff,
I mean,
count on Nancy Wake. And they're like, wait, is that your name? They're like, no, I mean, count on Andre. And they're like, we know your name now. She's like, don't tell Trev. Yeah. So she's given up both their names, but she doesn't care, mate. She's high on life.
Yeah.
Because this is the sort of stuff she's in. She realised, look, she'd been happy back in France working on the O'Leary line and all that stuff, like, because she knew she was doing good work.
Yeah.
But it was very like quiet work. It was patient work. It was a lot of admin and waiting around and skulking in the shadows. And then she realised, mate, this sort of stuff.
This is hectic.
This is Nancy Wake through and through. I don't know why I wasn't just robbing stuff this whole time. I should have just been breaking in, breaking out, shooting people. Yeah. I've been playing low-key Nancy Wake for too long.
Here it comes.
So she's pretty, she's got adrenaline coursing through her veins. And she realised, mate, I'm all about the action.
Yeah.
If I can get some action, I'm going to get some action. So then they get back to camp.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, Nancy's the best. And Trev's like, oh, did you tell them your name? She's like, sorry, Trev. Don't call me Trev. Oh. Everyone's like, it's fine. Everyone be cool. And they're like, man, Nancy nailed it.
Yeah.
And Gaston's like, well, I'm sure she's very good, but she cannot stick around the camp. Her and this fellow here who looks at us eating the soup, he's creeping me out. You can go down to one of the other Kelly gangs.
Yeah.
And she's like, fair enough. I don't care. And she knows until Den arrives, they're pretty useless anyway.
Yeah.
Like, they can't accomplish their mission. Like, where's Den?
Bro.
And so then Gaston takes him down to another camp, and it's bloody Henri II's camp.
Henri II.
And he's like, Henri II, can you look after this woman here and her friend? He will watch you eat the soup. She will definitely rob stuff with you if you want to.
Yeah.
Have fun. And then Gaston yoinks it out of there.
Yeah.
And Henri's like, you two. This is amazing. Welcome. Come and relax. And they're like, we like Henri II better.
Yeah.
Gaston is not their kind of guy.
Bro, I don't think I like Gaston.
Nah.
No.
He's turning into much more of that. The traditional Gaston.
No one could be mean like Gaston.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Absolutely. I feel like he's much more the character in the movie now than he was before.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. And so now they're waiting with Henri II and his Kelly gang waiting for Den to arrive so they can become the super spies that they've always wanted to be. And in the meantime, Nancy's going to rob some stuff.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't have to.
No.
She'll just be breaking into other people's tents.
Yeah.
She's going to have the best time.
Yeah.
But I think that is all the time we've got for this episode. We've made some moves through some Kelly Gang camps.
Yeah.
Nancy's got a taste for, the dark side and loves it, as we knew she would.
Yeah.
And now, again, they're in a holding pattern, just waiting. But now they're out there.
Yeah.
They're out there with the Kelly Gangs.
I feel bad for Maurice. Never got to meet him.
The Gestapo got him.
I know. Well, c'est la vie.
Yeah. Hey, when the Gestapo be grabbing people, you can't decide who it's going to be.
No.
Sometimes it's people you like. Sometimes it's people you don't like.
Exactly.
Mate, Maurice, he was just a background figure in our story that we never get to know.
Yeah.
That was a sentence. Just focus on how well I speak now.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, look, that's where we're at. Hopefully Den arrives and we can get this party started.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's not far off.
No, I think he's coming. Round the mountain.
Or he's dead.
Nah.
We'll find out.
Den.
Yeah. We've got nothing but time. We can wait. We can wait for Den to arrive.
Yeah, man.
As we soak our feet. And,
in the water.
Yeah. And learn some more TikTok dances.
Yeah.
That's our life now.
What are you doing, huh?
Yeah. What are you doing with your life? It's so much better than ours.
Charcoal in your car? Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, imagine. Imagine. I feel like we should be coming up with some sweet inventions in the next few months.
Definitely.
And they should all be car-based.
Yeah.
Let's smash the
windows.
Let's smash some windows. Hey, it's not the greatest invention, but it passes the time.
Nancy Wake would.
Yeah.
She loves smashing stuff.
So look, let's find out how many windows we can smash before the next episode of Yonks Ago. Smash.